It's now plugged in. You can see where this is plugged in now, right there. And here it is coming into the kind of jury rig box here. Okay, I'm going to turn on the mains now. By the way, I've got my clippers, dog clippers, plugged into the device under test. So let's see what happens now. Nerve-wracking, big time. I need some more incandescent bulbs, but hey, we gonna make do. Hang on, let me turn the main switch on. The main switch is now turned on. I'm gonna turn on number 6 and 5 and 6 light. This is 100 amp, this is 40. So let's see what happens. This is a good sign. Neither one of these bulbs came on. That's a good sign. Now, these are my clippers. Whoa, shit. Gonna shock myself yet. Hang on. Oh, lordy. Okay, we need not do that. Okay, that's... oh, Lord. Okay, I'm going to bust the bulb in a minute. Alright, let's see what's... Alright, here it is. The clippers, I'm turning them on. Wow, it's working right now. It's working right. Okay, you can see my 100-watt bulb is... Well, you can't see it. I'll have to turn some lights off. I don't even know where the switch is for that light. Okay, let me turn off the 40-watt. Woohoo! I think I got it fixed. Hang on. Let's turn on the 40. Alright, the clippers aren't even going now. They're barely moving. They're just barely humming. Now let's turn on the 100. Oh yeah! Okay. See what the wattage is. 37 watts. Okay, pulling about a half an amp. Let's see over here on the analog meter. Yeah! 91 volts. So that 100 watt, between that 100 watt bulb, this one's 100 watt, that's 40. Now I'm going to put the 40 on. Woohoo! This is good, y'all. This is good. I need to do a bypass plug on this thing. I don't have any ground. All I have is that this is hooked up to my I'm going to hook it up to my Variac. My Variac's going to be plugged into my isolation transformer. Oh, wow. And I mean, it's definitely isolation transformer. There ain't no ground at all except on the primary side. And there ain't no way it's going to the secondary. So, wow, y'all, we good. Now I need to go get some more incandescent bulbs. And this thing ought to be able to go up to at least 400 watts. I can put a 5 amp bulb in there. A 5 amp fuse in there. Shoot, I could... And these are rated for 15 amps, 125. Shoot, yeah, I can get carried away with this thing. I can put a lot of current through this thing, especially with that heavy-duty wiring that I did. I'm very pleased that I figured it out now. I'll show you on paper what I did. Okay, here's how I did the dim bulb tester. Bought a bunch of these on eBay, brand new. $2, I got 12 of them in a bag. $25, no shipping, well, with tax. These right here are 125 to 220 volt alternating current switches. 15 amp for 220 and 10 amp for excuse me, it's 15 for 125 and 10 amp for 220. The brass or gold is your neutral. This is your load, the middle one. And this is your power, the bottom one. These were 20, I ordered, no, they were 10 for $20. That's good. This is your analog meter. I got the 40 to, the 0 to 5 amp analog. And on the DROC panel multifunction meter, I got the 10 amp, 125 to 2, whatever. This is the switches right here. This is the DROC right here. I got the 40 volt to 300 volt one. That's one you're seeing. Enough of that. Okay, this is how I did it. Got me 7 switches. Okay. Came in from the mains, alternating current, went to a 5 amp or 10 amp fuse, came down to the power, wired it in, and then of course the neutral, wired it to the neutral side of this switch, and then I wired it to the neutral side of the DROC digital meter and the neutral side of the device under test socket. The ground isolation transformer, we're not going to discuss the ground right now, so disregard it. Now, once I came out of the main switch, you go to the load, and you take the load and you go to the power pin of the switch. And you daisy chain it to each switch power pin. Okay? Then the light, let's get the light. The light right here goes to the load pin. This black goes to the load pin. The neutral on these 6 switches, disregard. We're not going to have anything to do with them. Now the white right here, you're going to take it, all 6 of them, and you're going to bound them all together. And you're going to come off with one wire. And that one wire is going down here to the analog meter. Then it's going to jump over. Then the DROC meter is going to tap into the analog side, the outside of the analog. And you're going to go through your toroid of your DROC. And then you are going to take this that's all bound together, and you're going to take a wire, good gauge wire, and you're going to go to right over here to the hot side, well, the black wire on your socket. I use industrial sockets, 125. I think they're 15 amp sockets, so that, I can potentially use a lot of wattage in here. I might not need it, but it's nice to have it. And then, of course, you're all set to go. You plug your device to be tested right there. Turn your main switch on. Of course, your device to be tested will not come on, because now you've got to start throwing bulbs. 100 watt, 60, whatever it takes to run that device. You got to check your device to be tested, and whatever wattage it is, you just go ahead and use 1.5 times that wattage on your bulbs. And what will happen is, if the device to be tested has a short, these tungsten filaments in these incandescent bulbs, of which I've got to get more, will glow bright red. If there is no short, they may glow temporarily while the capacitors in the device to be tested are charged, and then they will go dim, okay? And your device, you can tell what current is being pulled, or even the surge, the inrush surge on your analog meter. All right, that's it. Finally got it figured out.